Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, a movie no one wanted, but we got anyways. Despite having no expectations, this movie still manages to disappoint, failing to live up to its potential in both the box office and on screen. From its lackluster performance relative to its budget, to narrative inconsistencies, and the lingering controversy surrounding Amber Heard, multiple factors are contributing to this underwhelming sequel. One of the glaring indicators of the film's disappointment is its underperformance at the box office so far. The original Aquaman is the highest-grossing DCEU movie. Not that that's saying much, but still. The sequel is failing to make the same splash as its predecessor, and struggling to reel in audiences. Quick post-editing PSA. Reading back over this, I realized there are quite a few ocean-themed puns in here, so continue at your own risk. Side effects of hearing these puns may include vomiting, loss of self-esteem, depression, thoughts of unaliving yourself, and incurable dad joke syndrome. You have been warned. This drop in numbers signaled a disconnect with viewers, possibly due to various reasons, including the reception of the story itself. The fact that this movie is performing worse than the Marvels is very telling of its future in the domestic and international box office. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom faces criticisms for its convoluted plot and lack of coherence. While the first installment of the franchise successfully navigated a balance between action and storytelling, the sequel seems to lose its compass. Viewers are left adrift amidst a sea of subplots that fail to weave together seamlessly, resulting in a disjointed and very unsatisfying narrative. You can't even blame the actors. You could tell they tried their best with what they were given. Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson were standouts, doing a good job of adding to their characters' relationships with one another. Aside from that, the character development, which was a strength in the first movie, took a backseat in this installment. Key characters lacked any depth and had mediocre motivations at best, which led to their arcs feeling rushed and underdeveloped. This isn't helped at all by the lack of a strong central plotline either, and really makes the movie feel like a waste of time. The film dove into expanding the underwater world's mythology, but instead of clearing things up, it just makes things murky. The new additions felt shoehorned in. The result? A school of confused viewers trying to stay afloat amidst the tangled and confusing story. Scenes that should have packed a serious emotional or visual punch ended up feeling about as impactful as the last few Marvel projects. This movie is a pretty good summary of most of the problems of modern Hollywood, mainly the overinflated budget and sacrifice of a good story in favor of bland spectacle. In short, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom finds itself in troubled waters, grappling with an ocean of ideas without the depth or coherence to make a big splash with audiences. Adding to the film's woes is the ongoing controversy and general hatred surrounding the actress Amber Heard, who unfortunately does reprise her role as Mera in the movie. Turns out, trying to defame Captain Jack Sparrow in court kinda makes you seem like a douche. Who would have seen it coming? But this controversy ultimately did impact the movie, as hundreds of thousands of people decided to boycott the movie because of this. In essence, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom struggles to stay afloat due to a combination of all these factors, from disappointing box office numbers to embarrassingly bad narrative decisions, as well as the Amber Heard controversy, and just fails to capture the magic of the predecessor, sparking the definitive end of the DCEU.